Welcome to the second video of procedural generation with Blender. In this video, we will be generating procedural foliages on top of this terrain, this mesh. Okay, so first of all, we will create a new modifier, geometry node, and we will create a new geometry node and we will call it as foliage generator. Okay. Basically, the modifiers are applied on Blender in order. It applies first this one and then this one. So the input of the second geometry node is the output of the first geometry node. So in here, our input is the terrain with the height map, this one. Okay, so we want to generate foliages randomly distributed on this terrain. Okay, so first of all, we can import the foliages that we want to generate. Okay, let me add a new collection here to do things in an order. Let me call it as assets, and after clicking this one, I'm going to file, import FBX, and a model that is freely available. I am adding that models. So I will be remove this plane from here, and for now, I will be disabling these assets. We will come these afterwards. So okay, let me pin our new geometry node to be not change if I change the clicked selected objects. Okay, if I didn't pin it, it changes. So okay, I will pin it. Okay. So what we need to do is generating some random points on this mesh, and after replacing that points with the objects that we have. Okay, for example, we can use a node that is available in Blender, distribute points on faces. So basically what this node does is generating some random points on a surface, on a mesh, and we can edit the density of that points, and we can edit the seed of randomness. So we can start with a little density. So and we can replace these points with an object. So to do that, we can use instance on points node. We can connect the points, and we can connect instance to this one. So this is empty because we didn't provide an instance to this node. Okay, we can by dragging and dropping, we can add an instance. Okay, I created a cube, a simple cube, and by dragging and dropping, I created a reference to that object, and I am providing the instance to the instance index. I'm sorry, the reference to the instance input of this node. Okay, so instead of rendering points, it is rendering the cubes that we have provided right now. So we can change again the density. Okay, and maybe the seed. Okay, you got this. So okay, we created some cubes, some objects that is randomly distributed on our mesh, but we lost our mesh's first visual, the visual with the textured one, this one. So we don't want to lose this one, so we want to generate the new objects on top of this mesh. So we need to combine this geometry and the output of this geometry. So we can use a join geometry node, and we can connect this one to here and connect this one to here and connect the output to the output of geometry node. And as you can see, the objects are now generated on top of that mesh we had before. Okay, so we can decrease this one. So but we want to generate our objects, our tree and rack objects, not the cubes. So okay, we can remove the cube and from the scene, and we can open our assets collection, and we can generate a reference to our collection. So by doing this, not only one object, we can drag and drop and create a reference to one object. Instead of doing this, we can create a reference to the whole collection. So we will be connecting these instances to the instance node here, but it does select the all instances and distributes on the mesh, but I don't know, we need to do this in a random selecting manner. So right now this just connects all of the instances. For example, if we decrease the density a little bit more, okay, and this was our first assets object. Maybe we can close that one. So it is doing it is generating the one sample of this assets collection here, but we don't want this one. So we can escape this by using pick instance tick here, and we can provide random instance indexes to this input. Okay, to make it, we can generate a random value, and we can make it integer because of these are indexes, indices. Okay, and our size is our assets collection includes 36 objects here, and we need to click these two because we need to, as I told you before, we need to separate children, not only sampling the whole collection here. We want to separate children, and we can increase the density now. Okay, it does separate the children. So for each point it is generating random objects in this collection, but we still need to do something more, because for example this tree is flying and these rocks and bushes are not in the terrain. We need to select the reset children method, the boolean. What these reset children does is it selects the corresponding child of that collection, and you can see all of the location and rotation values are not set to 0 of this collection initially for this one, for the initial one. So it just selects the children and resets the transform of all of them to do 0 0 0 0. So it means the transform by the points, okay, with respect to the with respect to the sampled points. Okay, so I think maybe we can do it. Okay, sorry, maybe we can disconnect this one and this one. Okay, and maybe we can disconnect this one. As you can see the points here, and it is just I'm undoing. It is just creating these objects on that points. Okay, so we have a nice random foliage generator right now, but maybe we can do it, edit it more, because maybe we can change the density. It's too much, and it's a little density, and it's generating so much trees. Maybe we can connect this to a group input as density, and maybe we can scale this by multiplying with like this one, all of them, to better connect, to better edit this density with sliding, maybe like this, as you can see. And we can also make the seeds as group input, and we can generate different distributions for different types of I don't know, types of maybe areas or biomes. We can edit these, and let me show you one more thing. Let me close this one and open the assets again, and you can see the trees are the last 4 and 5 or maybe 10 objects in our collection. So we can edit the random selecting value with the last 10 objects. So as you can see, only the trees are selected. So we can again plane. Okay, we can pin this one. Okay, so with this selection between 26 and 36, we are selecting only the last 10 objects in the collection. So maybe we can decrease the density so that we only have trees. But if you want to include rocks and other bushes and branches, we can do it like this, and we can increase density. Or if you want to do this more in a more controllable way, you can just make these for the trees, and you can create another geometry node or some conditional logic here. And for example, for the some parts of terrain, you can only spawn the maybe the first 10 objects like little bushes, and if for the some other part of terrain, maybe you can generate all of them, and you can edit this more. And I think that's all. Right now we are generating a random terrain with this one. We can edit the height map of terrain, and we can also edit the foliages, the density of foliages and the distribution of foliages. And you can use these to create your terrains or environments, and you can also change the assets to any other that you want. And thanks for listening. I think that concludes the procedural generation in Blender for now. Thank you for listening.